I hope you can join me today working in your glue book, your junk journal, whatever journal or book you love to create in. I am going to try and work in both of these journals, but right now I'm going to start with my glue book for no reason, my composition glue book. Welcome, it's Caroline on the hillside. I'm so glad you're here today. I'm going to start off by sharing a couple of things. We had visited our family this weekend and I was crafting with the kids, Anna and Clark, and this is from Anna. She gave me this wonderful melted bead butterfly that she made, and I said that I was going to put it on my junk journals. I was so excited. It has holes in it, so it'll be perfect to string around, and I'm going to use it as part of my spine dangle. I'm going to use some of my snippet roll. This is this is the last piece. I think on one of my videos a while ago I used some of this as a tie, but this is the end of it. And what I'm planning to do, it's not heavy, and any of my dangles that I use won't be heavy. I'm going to glue this to the top here. I'm going to put an eyelet. Just put a hole in the fabric, and I have a yellow eyelet that I will put on here. And then I can glue this on. I'm going to glue it on like this. Aleene's tacky glue. Probably could have done it at the very end. I like to do things as I think about them, and I didn't decorate the back of it yet. This could be my cue for doing something colorful like I did at the front. I realize this is big and kind of clunky, so I want to leave enough room that I can flip it out of the way when I have my book open. I'm going to use the holes that are in here. Great time to take out your needle threader. I had this in a kit that I got from the thrift store, and it has come in handy to bring in those threads. There we are. So if I put it, for now I'm going to just put the butterfly on, and I will use a bulb pin. Much easier to take it on and off. Do a couple of knots and I'll be able to take those off later. The other thing that we did together, we made some art using, I had brought two of my used magazines, and I wanted to harvest a few more things. I made a couple of wonky houses. This was, and they didn't have any glue. I didn't bring my glue, so we used tape. And it says, "Oh, Grammy, we have Scotch tape." I said, "Well, that's what I'll use." And so I just cut out a few things and used my markers. We shared our markers. Anna and Clark loved the acrylic markers, and this is from Anna, and she put the date on. I said, "Oh, you have to put the date and your name on your art." And so this was for me, and I'm going to put it in the journal today. It's going to be so fun. And I have been playing in here. I've been putting things in. I think I was going to put this in here one evening. I'll do that right now. I'm just going to Take off a little bit at the top. That's what's been going on in my creative, crafty world. Having fun, being relaxed with it. I have this page because it had some really fun colors on it. And I think that was, I like this little button here too, this circle. I'll cover the words. This one's fun with the moon. I did harvest all the artful possibilities. And I have a few things. I'll share another thing that I was doing. I was experimenting, playing one evening. I think I can use this in here for now. And I also like that sticker. And all the stickers that I've been using, I think I'm almost done with those too. I'm going to put it down in this corner. Probably could have used some glue. There's a little bit more on here. I can save that. And then I have, this is a scrappy piece of layered paper that I was tearing from. I'm just folding in some of the pieces of this paper to get them glued down. And this is what this came from this. I used one of my garden book pages. And then I had all kinds of scraps from my magazine and some tissue paper, different things. And I started layering. And I'll put down where my inspiration came. I can't think of the channel name at the moment. I'll put it in the link below. And I thought it was such a fun way to use your scraps. Keep layering, and then start tearing to reveal all the underlayers. And I love that. Some of my National Geographic book, garden. And this is going to go, I might take it apart. I don't know yet. But this was the offcut from that. How much more fun can you have? I'm going to put this down here because of the red, and then I can cover up some of this area. It says shopping, so I'm going to see if I can find a different word. Maybe I'll put the word tearing. The yellow can go over here. That's a fun little owl. And I am going to put this up here. McMenamins Historic Hotels. Yeah, I'll keep that there. Remember, it doesn't have to tell a story. It can be special for you. It can be for the pure joy of looking at it, the colors. I'm going to put this sticker over here. Probably just incorporate it somehow. Still have this little one here. Looking in my pile of items, wonder if I can get something over here. I'm going to use this part of the digital print that's left. And I'm going to put it, I don't know, I'm going to sort of somehow put it on here. I'm going to trim it up. And there might not be a connection. Just piecing it together. Then this label part up here, I can put something in. And I have a unrelated label. I can put that right there. I also had this stamp. I'm just going to see where I can put it. I'm going to put it right here. Put it on an angle. It fits in this little area. And I'll have more to put on there. I want to keep my page whole, but I can't because of the size. I'm trying to come up with a strategy to layer. I'll trim this away a little bit here. Okay, so I know I can cut this away. And I'll put it back together. How is everybody's first week of fall going? Can fill in the gap right here. And I do want to keep her writing. I used my highlighter and I put some color, and then I'm putting it on this page, and I will put Grammy and Anna art, and I'll put Clark in here too. But these pages have some art I have to put where in. Tearing is an art, or journaling is an art, gluing is an art. I don't know which one. I'll have to figure that one out. So this one's finished for right now. I think what I'll do here is add a little bit of glue so that that stays down. And I'm going to work in my gifted journal. Do a page in here. Guess I could pick any page. This one would be fun to do. I'm going to glue these two pages together because I like the edge of that peeking through. I do try to use the colors as inspiration and as prompts, but sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. Journaling card and make a pocket, because I do have, this has a little bit of ephemera, just some papers here to make labels, but it also has a note from Colleen on the back, and I don't want to glue that down. So this will work perfectly in here. I can actually go like this. Yeah, so that's what I'll do there. I was going to sew around it. My thread is red right now. And I'll put a little bit of glue down here. And just because it has a tab, you can turn it into anything you like. And I know I said I like the edge, so I'll keep some of it showing. We'll go right to the very edge. That's going to work nicely. This here, sometimes I finish the whole page in one sitting, and many times it's coming back to it when I have time, when I feel the inspiration. And that's good there. Oh yeah, that'll work out. Fun. Good addition. And then on this page, here's a journaling card or a piece of art, whatever you want to do with it. I think that would be really pretty in here. And then I could do some fun additions on here. Some fun layers. This way. I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to bring it way down here. I'll add something else. So now I have to put something there because I've made a bit of a gluey mess. This is part of the ephemera that was sent in the package. Book page and music sheet. I don't think I'm going to use that. I could use this up here. Oh. Well, these don't go with this, but I think I'm going to try and find this bird would be really cool. Oh, this. Okay. One of these. And I have some other little scraps right here. That's a lot of fabric. I don't need that. What else do I have over to the side? Just a whole bunch of scraps. I'm going to put it on. I think I'll put it on here. To me, it doesn't take very long to decorate a page, especially when it's already pre-decorated. Just personalizing it with the journaling. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this up because it's not completely dry yet. And okay, so now I'm going to put it back. I changed my mind. I'm going to put that at the bottom. I do need something right there to hide that. I have this piece of fabric. Okay, so that'll work out. Just scrunch that up right there. clock and the butterfly, that's going to go down here, like this. A lot going on. A little piece of fabric there would be good. I'll just use a little bit of this right here. Here are the 2 pages today in my tall handmade journal from Colleen, and I did some very easy, I glued 2 pages together. I love the border on here. And then I added this tag and put the little label on, and then this is my journaling card from Colleen, and I wanted to keep that, not glue it down, so I put it over here. Then I also did some journaling on this side, used this beautiful blue flower, some of my own ephemera and fabric. And then I just did a little bit of a sentiment there, and this word exploring, which this is all exploration. And those are the 2 pages for today. Composition notebook, random for no reason, fun glue book. I added this part of a snippet. I put an eyelet in and I just glued it on. Added this beautiful butterfly art that Anna did for me and attached it. And then the pages today are this art page from Anna when we did our crafting together. I wanted to put this in here, and it's got some Christmas and Halloween, some cats that she loves, rainbow, very pretty, so I put that in here. And then on the other side is where I just glued down some random objects from, or images from my magazines, a random stamp, and then this also on this page. So not a lot today in here, but still very fun. A good head start. Have fun in your creative journals, everyone. I hope you do some gluing, some cutting, painting. And if all you do is flip through your journals and admire your artwork and get some inspiration from that, which is, I do that a lot, that is awesome. Stay adventurous and be cozy. It is officially fall and a cozy season has started. Take care, everyone. See you in the next video. Bye for now.